What's up, everybody? I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to share with you my thoughts that I've had today. Today, I've reflected a lot about the career choices that I've made so far leading up to this point. And I was really thinking about the path that I chose and why I chose it ultimately. And I came to the conclusion that I really have just been kind of going along with the flow of things, more so being influenced by the popular path to take, more so than, well, is this really what I want to do? You know, I started off, I would say, in a more traditional IT career, like the traditional path that you normally take, basically just working your way up from the bottom, um, until you kind of find your lane, and then you just follow that path, right? So, and the reason why I have been going in the direction that I've been going in is because it's the popular thing, popular, it's a popular field. Everybody else is, doing it. It pays really well. It has a really great job outlook for the future, so it presents stability. And on paper, all of those things check the blocks. You know what I mean? Who doesn't want a career with longevity that pays well, right? And I kind of fell into that trap myself, without really taking more time. I would say I did consider other career choices, again, the more popular directions to go, not necessarily like what exactly do I like to do, what doesn't drain me, um, that sort of thing. Like considering that kind of stuff, I didn't really do that. I picked a couple of really popular paths to take, and then I chose one because the people around me were choosing that one path, and they seemed to be getting jobs. And I did all the things. I got all of the certifications. I got the education, and I just been rolling through. You know what I mean? But in choosing this path, I've been hitting roadblocks, and for me, that's in the form of burnout. And so, like this second time around, I'm like, okay, what is it? Is it because like I'm not aligned, maybe with what I do? And I mentioned before in one of my previous videos about being a high performer. It's tough because you work really hard. You want to show and prove that you're a good employee, and you're worthy of being promoted, or you're worthy of the rate, a pay raise, etc. And you can end up hitting a wall after a while, because you're going above and beyond all the time. And I'm not talking about in a negative way. I mean in a positive way. You contribute to, if you work in a team environment, you contribute to your team. You collect, all of the good things, right? So for me, hitting the wall, again, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to take a step back, because what is it about the jobs that I've had, what I've been doing so far? What is draining me? What is it that is just wearing me down? And so really thinking about those aspects of a career and deciding to not choose it anymore. So that's just what I was thinking about today, which I often think about, in this journey, and starting to live life on my own terms. I think about my career choices a lot, and really what I would love to do, and what I believe would, bring me more fulfillment. And hey, it doesn't necessarily mean that, if I choose this path, everything's going to be all, sunshine and roses or whatever. But I truly believe that if you start following what it is that you really want, you're going to start making those choices based on that. And it will lead you closer to what you are trying to attain. And I mean, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, at least you can say you did it your way, and not because you were following what everybody else was doing, or you were following the cookie cutter path, laid out. Okay, well, you already done X, now it's time for you to do Y and then Z. You know what I mean? Taking the logical path, I should say, more so, instead of choosing the path that you really want. So I just wanted to get on here, and offer some food for thought. If you are in the same, category as me, as you're ready for a lifestyle change, you're ready to start living life on your own terms. Today I was talking about career. Have you been following a path laid out for you, or have you been following a path that you truly wanted to take? So yeah, those are just my thoughts. I just wanted to hop on here really quick and share those. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.